Welcome back to another episode of War in Cali. In this episode, I will talk about Compton Varrio Largo 36. Largo 36 has been around for over 50 years and started on Largo Avenue. The Compton Varrio Largo 36 consists of multiple cliques, such as Midget Locos, Mafioso Diablos, Chicos, and Termites. Largo 36 are rivals of hoods like T Flats, Compton Varrio Alondra 13, Compton Varrio Locos 13, Compton Varrio 132nd, and Compton Varrio 7 O's. They also beef with several Crip hoods, including Pocket Hood Crips, and also Pirus like Westside Piru and Treetop Piru. But with that being said, let's get into some cases. A bunch of Largo 36 members had a trap on Bliss Street on July 13th, 2005. Around 11:30 p.m., a woman named Alicia lived across the street from the Largo 36 members' trap. She heard fighting, glass breaking, then multiple shots being fired. She heard multiple men talking and one saying, "You have to do it." Alicia then seen a Largo 36 member she known as Topo and another man dragging a body to a curb. Alicia eventually called the police, and the victim's name was Jose. He was also from Largo 36. He was found wrapped in a blanket on the street. He had been stabbed 13 times and shot multiple times, losing his life. Topo would get caught up easily. He left bloody footprints at the scene, and he also left his fingerprints on the cup inside the trap. Topo would blame everything on a Largo 36 member named Sleepy. He said Jose and Sleepy got into an altercation, leading to Sleepy shooting Jose multiple times and stabbing him. Topo said he was scared of Sleepy because he pulled out a strap on him and demanded that he help drag his body to the street. But Alicia's testimony, none of this added up. Topo ended up being sentenced to 50 years to life. Around 11:30 a.m. on April 20th, 2008, Charles, his brother Andrew, and their friend Ando were at the brothers' home on 127th Street. Ando was from Largo 36. After a few hours hanging out with the brothers, he would decide to leave and go to a store in his Mustang. David was in a wheelchair and was being pushed down Alameda by his friend Rigo when the Mustang pulled up and started firing multiple shots. Multiple people would tell the police their account and what they saw. They gave a description of the shooter and the car, and it was Ando and his Mustang. The shooting took the lives of both David and Rigo. Ando skirted off and went back to Charles and Andrew's home. They both then attended a barbecue. Police got a tip that the Mustang was on 127th Street. Police will eventually take a few witnesses on 127th Street to identify the car, which they picked out. Later that night, Endo was picked up, and his alibi that he was at church, and the pastor who lived across the street could vouch for him because he rode with him. Now you know this was a dumbass alibi. He expected a man of God to lie to the police. The pastor was later eventually interviewed, and the pastor said he never seen Bro the whole day. He said he only seen him at the barbecue, which was way after the shooting. Now he knew he was done. Police found residue in his jacket, and that was inside his car, and even phone towers connected him to the shooting. With that, Ando was sentenced to 25 years to life. Around 11 at night, on June 19th, 2009, Maria was at her apartment with her daughter when she heard the sound of a car pulling up, and she looked out the window to see her husband sitting in his car. Her husband Juan was then approached by three men. One yelled out to him, "It's over." Then Maria heard multiple shots. Juan later lost his life. Maria would later go to the police station and identify the shooter. The three people involved were from Largo 36. Manny was picked up, and he started telling police everything he knew. Manny told the police that him, Ricardo, and Manuel were chilling when a car kept driving up their block, and they wanted to check the driver. He said Manuel pressed the issue by himself and did the shooting. Manny only told because he was being told that he was facing 50 years to life. Manuel was the only one charged with the shooting, and he was sentenced to 25 years to life. November 8th, 2013, Raul was from Linwood, Varrio, Paragons, and was on Alameda Street in Compton at a scrap metal yard with his friends when he would run into Largo 36 members. Raul and his group left, and then they stopped at a light on Alameda Street. The next thing you know, Largo 36 members came up blasting, shooting everyone in the car, and taking Raul's life. Raul was the driver, and later crashed the car into other cars. Michael and Angel from Largo 36 were both arrested on the car theft, but was later caught up being with the strap used in the Raul shooting. They later used the footage at the recycling center to put Michael and Angel to the crime. Michael and Angel were both sentenced to 15 years to life. Around 9 p.m. on February 18th, 2017, Ivan was working out a taco truck on 135th Street in Alameda. Him and his coworker Anna were helping a customer named Sergio. Our car would pull up and started firing. Anna and Ivan started running, and Sergio was shot multiple times, taking his life. A woman named Carla would later tell the police everything that happened. She said her friend Scandalous from Largo 36 called her for a ride, and she drove him to a taco truck. He told her that he was looking for someone. Next thing you know, he hopped out the car and started shooting. Scandal started running to the car and told her to go, drive away. Cameras from the car were catching Carla and Scandalous driving away from the scene. Their phones were also pinned to cell phone towers. Scandalous was later sentenced to 150 years to life. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, check out my previous videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.